thank you for watching Jody's Corner, my favorite.
Thank you so much. YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. A lot of news has been breaking today. From Black Panther to Scarlet Johansson. Scarlet Johansson, you did it again, girl. Not only in Infinity War have you been rumored to break $20 million for the role in that one film, you go ahead and get yourself introduced as getting your own standalone movie? Okay. Kevin Feige's flexing his cock now. So this is some great news today. Today is a really good day for superhero news. And I thought I would give you guys this video reporting on it. So it does look like Scarlett Johansson is going to land her own film. Scarlett Johansson lands $15 million, by the way, for the Black Widow standalone film. You go, girl. That salary is what Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth each earned for playing Captain America and Thor, respectively, in this year's Avengers Infinity War. So it's a really good look to see that she is making as much money as her male counterparts. Shout out to the SJWs who are looking for something to be mad at. Back to the article. Stick around in the Marvel Cinematic Universe long enough and you'll start to make real money. Scarlett Johansson, who has appeared in 6 movies as Black Widow, is finally landing a $15 million payday for an upcoming standalone film centered on the Marvel superheroine, The Hollywood Reporter has learned. That salary is what Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth each earned for playing Captain America and Thor, respectively, in the Avengers Infinity War film. Evans and Hemsworth also nabbed that same $15 million payday for Captain America Civil War and Thor Ragnarok, respectively, as well as the upcoming 4th Avengers film. So basically, this article lets us know how much they're getting for the 4th Avengers movie. Not Scarlett Johansson, but Captain America and Thor's character are both getting $15 million apiece. When you think about that number for Chris Hemsworth, that's plenty for him. But Captain America, Chris Evans, you would think that he deserves about $30 million. $25 to $30 million for what he's done for this universe and for the character. $15 million is a little bit low in my opinion for all that he has done, and especially how popular his character is. But that's just me. Marvel typically doesn't open up its wallet for first outings, Robert Downey Jr. included, as he took home only $500,000 for the first Iron Man. Johansson pulled down a low 7-figure salary for the Avengers' first movie in 2012, compared to Downey's $50 million. God dang, he got Robert Downey Jr. got $50 million to do Avengers 1. That goes to show you how vital he was to that universe. I'm telling you guys. Oh, after making her debut in 2010's Iron Man 2, still, Chadwick Boseman nabbed a 7-figure paid check to star in Black Panther. Only $2 million. We see it right there. $2 million according to sources, which well tops Downey's first showing. Boseman's salary is expected to go up significantly for the Black Panther sequel, and Brie Larson, who Oscar win in 2015's Room, figures into her deals, will be paid some $5 million for next year's Captain Marvel movie. Although the numbers will be astronomical, even debilitating for most studios, they make sense when factoring in the appeal of the Marvel movies, now 10 years into their cinematic universe. While talent deals add to more than $100 million of Infinity War's budget, it helps business affairs executives sleep easier knowing each Avengers movie easily crossed the $1 billion worldwide mark, with Infinity War grossing an astounding $2 billion. And Marvel typically allows its actors to share in the upside of the film, including bonuses up to several $1 million based on the film's performance. That's where a lot of money comes into play. Christopher Nolan is that type of dude. He'll do a film for $20 million plus some revenue of how much a movie makes. That when you're starting to get residuals like, man, how well I get some box office. If this movie makes this amount, I'll get this month. If it makes it, now you're in the money. So This is huge. So that means that not only do I think that this woman would get the $15 million up front, but I do also believe that she's getting some type of back end, some residuals on top of box office. I would think for a movie like hers, if her movie makes over $500 million, you would think after the $500 million marker, she's making money. She's making money on top of money. So she's probably getting $15 million to do it. But if the box office hits over $500 million, she's going to start making money, more money on top of that $15 million. Because, you know, I'm not expecting a Black Widow movie to do like Captain Marvel or Wonder Woman. That's not the type of character she is. I could see a huge shocker to me would be $700 million. If her movie could pull $700 million, that's like huge. But that's not being realistic in my opinion. I'm thinking about her movie doing somewhere between $500 and $650 million. Between $500 and $650 million is about right, and that's a lot for a female-led, non-CGI superpower hero based character, and I think that's dope. So, what do I think this movie should be about? I don't know. I just really think it should go. I think it should go backward instead of forward. I really want to know about her origin. She's kind of older now. Is she young enough to for them to go back? I don't know. I think that they could. I would like to see her origin, but we seen Red Sparrow with J-Law. We kind of already get the glimpse of what her origin is because those movies are freaking identical. Red Sparrow is if you just want a origin for Black Widow in Marvel, go watch Red Sparrow. There's your origin, basically. So it looks like they're gonna go somewhere into the future. So farewell Cap, man. We know Chris Evans came out and said I'm leaving. So because the idea that I had for a Black Widow movie was having her, Jeremy Renner, and Chris Evans again together in the same film, doing some spy tactical espionage thriller action film. That's the type of stuff that I want to see here. Now it would be nice to see a film like this go hard PG-13. But, you know, dealing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they don't want to tease sexuality, and they don't want to get too much in adult narrative. So I understand they're going to be more on the light side of it. So I think I think they'll put her in the forefront, but I do think there will be other heroes in this film to help her out. Not that she needs the help, but the fact that Black Widow isn't a character that people are running to go dress up like. Black Widow's she's popular from the MCU. Like the MCU made her popular. Most of the world didn't know who the comic book character Black Widow was. You know what I'm saying? And the fans who are Black Widow fans, even still to this day, they're mostly young kids. They're younger, they're teens, maybe early 20s. So I do think that they should probably have they might have Falcon in here. They might have, they can still put Hawkeye in here. I'd like to see Hawkeye up in here. But they just might do it with her by herself, and I'm down to see that too. Me personally, I'm talking box office. Like, if you want to sell tickets, you're going to want to put some extra people in this movie for it to make that bankroll. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think she could make $650 million, just her, no other Marvel characters by herself. Like, maybe Nick Fury. Put some Samuel Jackson in there, now you popping. Her, Samuel Jackson, we could work now. And Agent 47 or whatever that chick name was, now we popping. I like that idea. So, I think this is dope, man. I even mentioned this. Like, the whole Captain Marvel stuff we're talking about, that shouldn't even... The fact that Captain Marvel is coming out before Black Widow is a travesty in itself. And I think that's a little bit of a hiccup on Kevin Feige's part. Kevin Feige's fart. Bruh. Kevin Feige's part. Bet you that shit stink. On Kevin Feige's part, it's a little bit of a mess up because she's the one that we loved, that we grew to love. Captain Marvel's coming out of nowhere. That's an answer to Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? We get why you fast tracked that, but this woman has been hanging in the balance in the meantime. It's good to know she's finally getting her films. They're about 5 years too late, but it's still here. I appreciate that. This is good news again. I said this when I was on Collider Heroes, man. I said that she needs to have her own shit. Like, we're talking about Captain Marvel, and then Amy was like, whoa, we want Captain Marvel. She should have got her movie first. Which is true. And now it's good to know that she didn't get it first, but she's getting her film. And that always bugged me. But now to know that she's getting her own film, it lets me know a couple of things as well on top of that. It lets me know she's probably here to stay for the long haul. And it lets me know that she probably does not die in Avengers Infinity War, Part 4, Avengers 4. Because if they're going forward, you know she's alive. If they go back, now I'm really excited. But I don't think they're going to do that. Because she's getting older. She probably doesn't want to do all that Iron Man 2 shit she was doing now. If you look at Iron Man 2, she was flipping somersaults. She was in there. You know, she was doing her thing. So I don't think that they're going to go backwards, which is what I think they should do, but I don't think they will. And it looks like she's going to walk away from Avengers Infinity War unscathed. So I think this is great news. I think the movie on this should be basically the espionage, tactical, thriller, spy, sci-fi, action type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Think 24, the hit TV show starring Jack Bauer with a female. You feel what I'm saying? Think The Winter Soldier, Black Widow edition. That's the type of movie that I'm thinking about. And we got a glimpse of that in the first Avengers. That was the first Avengers, right? Where she was being interrogated by those Russian mobsters. That was the first Avengers, yeah. And where she was being interrogated and shit. Stuff like that, where she's playing a character, wearing a wig, trying to get information from other figures, you know, being a double agent, undercover. That type of stuff is the type of stuff that I'm looking forward to. And I think that's what they should touch on with her character. And by the way, that bodysuit fits oh so tight. Subscribe to the channel for that real content. Thank you guys very much for watching. I am Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces.